Hello students, we are going to continue with your mathematics for standard 7th. Students, we are going to continue with your chapter number 2, that is multiplication and division of integers in this video. Now, before we move further with our topic, let us do a small revision of the topics which we have covered in the previous video. In the previous video, we have studied about multiplication of integers. In that video, we have understood about the rules of multiplication of integers. Now let us look into the rules for the multiplication of integers. The first rule is when you multiply a positive integer with a positive integer, the resultant answer is a positive integer. Example, 3 multiplied by 5 is 15. When you multiply a negative integer with a negative integer, the resultant answer is a positive integer. Example, minus 4 multiplied by minus 6, the answer is positive 24. When you multiply a positive integer with a negative integer, the answer is a negative integer. Example, 2 multiplied by minus 3, the answer is minus 6. And when you multiply a negative integer with a positive integer, the answer is negative integer. Example, minus 8 multiplied by positive 7, the answer is minus 56. Now students, with keeping these results in your mind, we are going to move further and look into the division of integers. Students, now we are going to look into division of integers. Last year, you have studied about division of numbers. We'll just do a small recap of those ideas what we have studied in your previous standard, which will be very helpful for your topic in this standard over here. Okay, so last year you have studied about division. For example, let us see what the notations are. For example, if I write 10 divided by 2. So 10 is divided by 2. So how do you write this in a fraction form? You write this as 10 upon 2. This 10 is the dividend and 2 is the divisor. So your 10, the dividend becomes the numerator and the divisor becomes the denominator. And then you just struck out the common factor. 10 divided by 2. So in 2's table 10 goes 5 times. So the answer is 5. We'll do one more. For example, if you have 24 divided by say 6. Again, what you'll write? 24 divided by 6. This is written as 6 ones are and 6 fours are. Then one more example we'll take. We'll say 14 divided by say 8. 14 divided by 8. So what answer you'll get? 14 upon 8. The answer you will get is 7 upon 4. Understood? 7 upon 4. So this is what you have studied in your previous standard. So we are going to do the same division in this standard also, but we will have signs in it. Why? Because our divisors and our dividends will be integers. Okay, so now let us look into the division of integers. Now, very first and the basic rule of division is that you cannot divide by 0. Your divisor cannot be 0 or your denominator cannot be 0. Please students, keep this in mind. In a fraction, a denominator cannot be 0. Okay, now let us move on with the division of integers. The first one we'll look into division of positive integer with a positive integer. Understanding? Division of positive integer into by positive integer. So we'll see. Consider 24 divided by 2. So 24 is a positive integer and 2 is also a positive integer. So we are going to do 24 divided by 2. So 24 divided by 2, the answer is 12. So notice students, a positive integer divided by a positive integer, the quotient you get is also positive. The positive integer divided by a positive integer, the quotient you get is positive. Understanding? See, it is like a multiplication rules only. Only instead of multiples or you have quotient. That is the only word change over here. Otherwise, it's nearly the same thing. Okay. One more example. Say I have got 30 divided by 3. So this will be 30 upon 3, that is equals to 10. Positive divided by positive, the answer is positive. Now we'll look into what will we get when we divide a negative integer by a negative integer. Okay, so if you have say minus 12 divided by minus 6, minus 12 divided by minus 6. So what are you going to write? Minus 12 upon minus 6. The answer is going to be positive 2. The answer is going to be positive 2. Remember, the second rule is when you divide a negative integer by a negative integer, the quotient you get is a positive number. When you divide a negative integer by a negative integer, the quotient you get is a positive integer. It is same like the rules of multiplication. See, positive, 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 negative, negative, positive. One more example we'll do. Say minus 36 divided by minus 4. The answer is minus 36 upon minus 4, which is positive 9. Which is positive 9. I hope you're getting these points clear. Now, so we did positive divided by positive, the answer is positive. Negative divided by negative, the answer is positive. Now next, it will be a positive divided by negative or a negative divided by a positive. So first we will do a negative integer divided by a positive integer. So negative integer, so let us consider say minus 15 divided by positive integer 5. So minus 15 divided by 5, the answer will be minus 3. Remember in multiplication, negative into positive is negative. Same here, negative divided by positive, the resultant quotient will be negative. One more sum we'll see. Say I got minus 39 divided by 13. Minus 39 divided by 13, the answer will be minus 39 upon 13, that is equals to again minus 3. This is just a coincidence. I have got the quotient as minus 3. Okay. Now, understood? A negative integer divided by a positive integer, the answer or the resultant quotient is negative. Now, positive integer divided by a negative integer. The positive integer divided by negative integer. Say I have got 12 divided by minus 8. 12 divided by minus 8. So this I have 12 upon minus 8. Now if I divide this, I won't get a proper integer. I'll get something in fraction. I'll have 3 upon minus 2. 3 upon minus 2. Always remember, students, whenever you get something like this, you have to give the negative sign. You have to give the negative sign to the numerator. Always remember, students, whenever you have something like this, you give the negative sign to the numerator. So this becomes minus 3 upon 2. So this becomes minus 3 upon 2. One more example. Say I have minus 10, sorry, I have 10 divided by minus 2. So this becomes 10 divided by minus 2. The answer is minus 5. Understood? So here we get the quotient as negative. Remember, students, positive integer divided by positive integer, answer is positive. Negative integer divided by negative integer, the answer is positive. Negative integer divided by positive integer, the answer is negative. And the positive integer divided by negative integer, the answer is negative. Students, over here we are only understanding about the sign. Which sign will be applied to the answer which we get if we are dividing or multiplying with an integer. Now students, we will solve some examples from your practice set 9. I'm not going to solve the whole practice set 9, but I'm just solving a selected few sums from there. I hope that you will complete the rest of practice set 9 by on yourself after you have seen what I'm doing over here. Okay, now let us see and a few sums. The first sum which we are going to look at is minus 96 divided by 60. Minus 96 divided by 16. As I said, you know to divide. We are just going to look at the side. Now, minus divided by plus, or a negative integer divided by a positive integer. The resultant quotient is going to be a negative integer. So this you are going to write as minus 96 divided by 16. The answer is going to be minus 6. Minus 96 divided by plus 16, the answer is minus 6. One more example. 100 divided by 60. 100 divided by 60. So we got a positive integer divided by a positive integer. So positive divided by positive, the resultant quotient is positive. So 100 divided by 60, you're going to write as 100 upon 60. The answer is going to be 5 upon 3. Positive upon positive, the answer is positive. Okay, last, minus 150 divided by minus 25. So students, negative integer divided by, I'm extremely sorry, negative integer divided by a negative integer. The answer is going to be positive. The answer here is going to be positive 6. Negative divided by positive, answer is negative. Positive divided by positive, answer is positive. Negative divided by negative, answer is positive. Okay, I hope you all have understood these sums. Now we are going to look at one more type of sum, which is a sum number 2 over there. The second sum over there. The second sum over there says write 3 divisions of integers such that their fractional form is 24 upon 5. I'm reading the question one more time. It says write 3 divisions of integers such that their fractional form is 24 upon 5. Now they are asking us to create questions like these. They are asking us to create questions like these. So every time when we divide the two integers, the answer you get is 24 upon 5. Understood? So you have to take two integers such that if you divide the two integers, the answer you are going to get is 24 upon 5. There is a small trick to this. It's a very easy sum actually. If you think it is difficult, but if you understand the question, it is very much easy. The thing is that you need to get the answer as 24 upon 5. So keep this number 24 upon 5 in your head. 24 upon 5 in your mind. Keep it in your mind. Okay. So your end result must be 24 upon 5. So 24 upon 5. We know while dividing, when we take out the common factors, the resultant quotient you get, the resultant answer you get, that is your final answer. Okay. Now look at this part. This. What happened? 100 upon 60. The resultant is 5 upon 3. Same like this. What I did over here is that I divided this by 20. 23s are and 25s are. Understood? So over here also I'm going to write 24 upon 5. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply by a common integer to the numerator and to the denominator. For example, if I just multiply this by 2 and this by 2, the answer I'll get is 24 twos are is 48 and 5 twos are is 10. So 48 divided by 10, the answer is going to be 24 upon 5. The answer is going to be 24 upon 5. One more we'll look. Again 24 upon 5 we need. So we are going to multiply both the numerator and the denominator by a common number. Say 5 and 5. So what do you have? 24 into 5 is 120 divided by 25. So this again, when you divide, the resultant answer you will get is 24 upon 5. Okay. Now see, we are dividing by positive only. Let us try with negative also. Na? Understanding na? Our rule for division, negative divided by negative, the answer is positive. So you can always multiply a negative integer also, like 24 upon 5. The answer over here you can do is multiply by say minus 10 upon minus 10. Minus 10 and minus 10. So this becomes minus 240 divided by minus 50. The answer will be 24 upon 5. So all the three times the resultant answer is 24 upon 5. Understood what we have done? In order to get 24 upon 5, the only thing I did is multiply 24 upon 5 by a common integer. Okay, so the resultant answer will be, first is 48 divided by 10. Second will be 120 divided by 25. And third will be say minus 240 divided by minus 50. Okay, I hope this is clear to everyone.